All right, so seeing how episode 8 is going to be coming up soon, and I was just like, you know what? I want to talk about like some of the possibilities that could happen, and I guess like maybe who Rock could be targeting in that scene where, I mean, it seems like it's a potential thing that she might be killing Snaps and his wife. This is very possible because seeing how she's trying to like get to the bottom of who Kanan is actually like working for and who he's under, and then as we seen with Snaps and I guess they're gonna have like this war because it seems like in the trailer it's just like um, Rock is not the only one that's selling heroin. Like she's not the only one that's in the drug business. So it seems like there's gonna be like this big old war that's gonna happen, and Kanan is on one side, Rock is on the other, but Rock is trying to, shut down Kanan's business. So that way she's the only one that's in control, but also for him not to be in that type of role, but it's already too late as Kanan is already in that type of life. So it does make me wonder as well in that episode, like what's gonna actually happen. And then we see, I guess in the trailer, like I guess somebody's even shooting at Lulu as well. And then I think this could be the same trailer that we've actually seen. Like there was some boys that kidnapped Kanan. Now, I'm thinking if this is not like anybody else, like let's just say like a third party, and if this probably has something to do with Rock, then it would probably make sense that maybe those boys that kidnapped Kanan, maybe she has something to do with it. To like have Kanan be kidnapped for like a little while she handles, I guess, Snaps and his wife, and then maybe later down the line she handles Ronnie as well because Ronnie is also influencing Kanan, and she doesn't like the fact is that Ronnie's around Kanan. And I'm thinking with everything that happened last week with like Panessa and Ronnie, and seeing how Ronnie was with Juliana, and it was at the home, basically macking and shit. That's also gonna come up as well because she's gonna be like, wait a minute, what is the store owner lady doing here? And as Juliana said, it's just that it's best for them, I guess, not to be maybe like seen out in the public or whatever. But it's already too late because Panessa saw that. So it's only gonna make things simple for as to why Juliana was hanging around Ronnie, and knowing that how Unique and Juliana, they had beef with each other. So it's not looking well, and that dots is gonna basically add up to like, hey, Ronnie probably did do this. It's just that it's a speculation on maybe Panessa's part. Like maybe she's still scary of Ronnie, but it's just not gonna add up. It's just not gonna add up, and that's kind of like one of Ronnie's. That's gonna be like I think like Ronnie's flaw is Juliana, because I mean that them getting together and then that whole nah. And Rock already said she already was just like looking at Ronnie like technically he could have been the one to have done it, because think about it, Ronnie gets out of prison and he's causing all this commotion. He already killed Dean, he killed the bouncer, he's already jacking people for their rods, and then eventually Unique is dead. So it's just like he did all of this from in the shorter amount of time that he got out of prison, and he did all of this mischief, this mayhem, murking people in the dark. So it's just like, yeah, it's all Ronnie. And I think when it comes down to maybe an episode probably like 9 or 10, when it's going to probably be like Ronnie versus Rock, that's going to be quite something. That's going to be quite something, because it's going to be like, how can she get the drop on Ronnie, right? And at that time, like, what will Ronnie actually do, and where is Kanan going to actually stand in all of this? Because Kanan wants to be involved in the drug business, but then at the same time, Rock wants to come back into the drug business. But then you have, the feds that's there, trying to like nab Marvin for something, which could tie into what Rock is actually doing. And then with this whole war that's happening in the streets, on things that's happening in the streets while the feds is there, it's not gonna look good. So that's why it does make sense as to why Rock is doing what she's doing. But then that picture when Snaps and everyone took that picture together, it's not gonna look good either, because that picture is gonna come out and be like, wait a minute, who is this kid? Like, wait, Kanan? Like, wait, Rock's kid? Like, what's going on here? Eventually, if they do this, if that picture comes out and the feds maybe look into it or whatever and be like, oh, everybody's actually there, what's going on or whatever, it's only going to make things much worse for Rock, because they're going to just see things and be like, wait, why is he hanging out with these people, these known, I mean, even though granted, because Snaps and his wife been retired, but still they're still mob people, they still gang members, so it's just like, or even former or still active, so again, it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good, and we just gonna have to like wait and see on what episode 8 actually have to install for us, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be quite good, because Rock is gonna have to deal with Snaps and then the fucking Ronnie situation, and then trying to get Kanan under control, which I'm thinking in the trailer she's probably either talking to maybe Famous. But then again, I don't know, because Famous and Kanan, they not on speaking terms at the moment. They're not on speaking terms, or under good terms, I should say, because Famous is trying to come with his own morality on things, because it's just like, he killed he killed Freddy, and he's trying to like wrap his head on how to move on past it, and trying to like focus on his rapping, but then at the same time, him and Kanan, they not, as I said, they're not talking. They're not on good terms at the moment. So it does make me wonder, like, what's going to happen with, like, Famous's character as well, because Famous has to redeem himself. That's the one thing that we got to look at it as well. Like, Famous has to redeem himself to the point where in the future, Kanan gives, Famous Sean, the name to his actual son. So I wonder how he's going to, like, redeem himself. Either it be him maybe going to jail for that Freddy shit, because again, he does have that same gun, so it's just like, does he go to jail for that Freddy shit? Does he come to Kanan's rescue? Maybe he save him from that Ronnie shit. Like, it's a lot of these things that we have to look into, like, Famous's character, because I'm thinking, wow, okay, yeah, Famous came up with the name because it's just like, yeah, that's his name for the rap, right? But what if it's actually going to be different for the streets, where if he does, make things right with Kanan, right, then he would be famous, but it wouldn't be for the rapping, but it would be maybe him potentially going to jail, right? That would be like his, like, oh, he's famous for like going to jail. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? It's not like like I said, like a rap thing. It's just like, oh shit, like, yo, Famous. So he that kid did it. He did it, and be like, what did he do? Like, he did this. Like how, Ghost had a name, right? But this would be Famous's name, but it wouldn't be for the rapping. It would be for something messed up. So that's what I'm kind of like thinking on. And then maybe if they do make things right between, Famous and Kanan, then I think that's when he probably would be like, all right, I give him the name. Because if Famous was to die, question is, would Kanan actually care, though? I think he would. Because he did save him from Ronnie, and Ronnie was, all up in his face in that last episode. So I think he would still care if something was to happen to Famous. But I don't know. I feel like if Famous was to redeem himself, then maybe Kanan would be like, all right, my son, my future son can have your name, because you was my boy, even though we had a falling out, right? But you made things right with me. You was my boy, or this and that, or whatever. So again, you have to look out for Famous on what he could potentially do, right? And then we have like the whole Marvin, and like I said, in the feds, and then Lulu potentially getting shot, and it's just gonna be a wild episode. But comment down below what you guys think, and who you think Rock is actually targeting. Is it Snaps and his wife? Is it maybe Ronnie, or maybe Juliana? Like, who you think? And like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I catch you all in the next one.